Welcome everyone to this edition of the Yogamazing video podcast. I am Chaz. I am your host, and welcome back. Now this week's episode is going to be a little bit different. I put the call out into Facebook and Twitter, and of course I always get emails with ideas, but I wanted to specifically pull a last minute idea from Facebook and Twitter. So I put the call out. Let's do something really unique in this class. Let's do something I haven't done before. And so there was lots of great ideas. And I'm going to keep doing this because you all really push me to think differently about doing yoga. So I did get a great suggestion, and I have not done this class before, so I'm excited to do this. And the person who suggested it out on Facebook was Brooke Munson. So Brooke, thank you for your idea. Now what we're going to be doing is a series of poses that are going to be helping us in this area right here. Because this is the TMJ area, this is where the joint connects to the cranium. And a lot of times people clench their jaw, if they're stressed out. Or, a lot of people, when they sleep, they grind their teeth. So, I remember, I think I chewed bubble gum so much that, this thing would, pop when I was younger. So there are ways to help us relax these muscles so that they don't tense up and cause issues. So that's what we'll be focusing on today. So thank you, Brooke, very much. And remember, if you don't even, like I said, I always say, it's yoga. We're going to get benefits. If you don't have this issue, you're still going to get the benefits of yoga. So remember, if you have an idea, please send it to me, chaz@yogamazing.com. Of course, you can friend me up in Facebook and in YouTube and in Twitter. So there you go. And now remember, as we go through today's class, to breathe, relax, and have fun in this edition of the Yogamazing video podcast. Okay, one of the first things that we're going to be doing, it's a very simple pose. It's just a seated meditation. But a lot of time it involves posture, it involves breathing, and most importantly, the ability to relax. So that's what we'll be focusing on here, is just a real simple pose like this. But the thing about this is it still challenges you, because you have to still your chatter in your head, still the mind, still the body, and become quiet. And through becoming quiet with a deep breath, we're able to relax. And when we relax, our muscles relax. I remember there's been lots of times where I've told you that, when you get upset or angry, your whole body, you can feel your whole body clenching and literally at the point of exploding. And then that's when you say the wrong things. That's when fights break out. That's when anger comes into play. But if you learn to breathe deeply, as I always said when we were kids, our parents or my parents said to me, calm down, take a deep breath, count to 10. And everybody's said that probably at some point in life. If not, now you can try it. And what that does is by breathing deeply, it helps to calm you down. It's as simple as it gets. So what I want you to do is just sit crisscross applesauce, as I call it, no slouching. Now, if you can't sit on the floor like this, then by all means, grab a stool, grab a chair, wherever you can get comfortable. But remember, we're also going to be working on our posture. So none of this stuff, none of this slouching. I mean, I'm guilty of that. But remember, if I slouch like this, I'm caving in, and it's going to make my breathing harder. And of course, when you do this, then it's pulling all these muscles. It's going to mess with your lower back. Forget that. We don't want to do that. So let's just, actually for right now, just take your shoulders and roll your shoulders. Just take them back. And then roll them back, and then hold them there. Then sit up nice and straight. Palms up on your knees. And if you are on your, if you're sitting in a chair, then you can just take your palms up on your knees as well, whichever way works for you. So from here, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to deepen your breath. And with each inhale and exhale, I want you to just breathe and relax. That's about it. Remember, firmly ground into your sits bones, drawing the navel in, shoulder blades down, palms open, deep breath. And what's going to happen is you're going to just relax. And the great thing about this is that you can do this at home, at work, in a car, on a subway, on a bus, on an airplane. And it will truly work miracles on helping you to calm down and helping all those muscles in your face relax. So let's take just a little bit of time here in silence and just relax and breathe. Slowly open your eyes. Now remember, we could do that longer in this class, but I think that gives you an idea. And this is something that you can hold for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, however much time you have. What I want to do is make sure that I give you some other options as well. So remember, that's an easy one, and you can do it anytime and anywhere. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get into a couple of poses, and then we're going to do something that's very unique that includes a tennis ball and a yoga block. So from here, I'm just going to bring it to my hands and knees, and of course, we're going to go into our favorite pose, which is downward facing dog. And we're going to do a couple of variations. We're going to do down dog and up dog. So dig your toes in the mat, and we're going to take it up and back. Remember to flatten the palms, spread the fingers, roll the shoulder blades down the back, deepen the breath, hide the heels behind the feet, breathe and lengthen. And by doing the down dog and the up dog, what we're doing is we're bringing blood flow into the head in both positions. So it's kind of like bringing it in and moving it out, just sort of getting the blood flow, the oxygen in that area for the healing process. And then you're going to drop to your knees, and we're going to take it into an up dog and bring it all the way up like this. Soften the muscles in the face, around where the jawbones connect. Draw the shoulder blades down the back, pull the head back, and then dig your toes in the mat and take it back to a down dog. And again, drop to your knees. We're going to take it down, and again, bring it into an up dog. Shoulder blades down, don't let your head stick out, pull your head back. Relax the face muscles, relax the jaw. And go back to a down dog. And again, drop to your knees, take it down to the floor, and set it up, and bring it up dog. We're going to do one more series of this. Bring the head back, shoulder blades down, relax the muscles, and go to a down dog. One more series. And again, drop to your knees, last one, and bring it up, bring the head back, shoulder blades down, deepen the breath. And go back to a down dog. And drop to your knees. Crisscross your legs, sit on your bottom. Bring it back into a seated meditation where we were just a moment ago. Palms up, or if you're sitting in a chair. And then just close your eyes. And again, soften the face muscles right here. Just relax everything, breathe. open your eyes. So, a couple of poses there that are very beneficial. It's kind of like doing the down dog. Remember, where the head's down, then the head's up. The head's down, then the head's up. Well, actually, let me see that. The head's down, the head's up. Head's down, head's up. So you get what I mean. And because you're moving blood through the head. I was thinking of the down dog pose. I'm sorry. Down dog, up dog, down dog. It wasn't making sense the way that was going. So I apologize for that. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm grabbing this tennis ball and a block. Now if you don't have a yoga block, that's fine. Just use a book. Get a book. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this. We're going to put our head down on this block with the ball, and we're going to put it right there into the joint. You're going to feel that area right there. So you can get a tennis ball or something. You may have a ball of some sort, but a tennis ball works great because they are hard. All right. So we want to make sure that it's right there in the joint, and we're going to lay down, put the block on that, and then we're going to work our jaw. So let's get started on that. Okay. So now I've got the tennis ball and I've got my block. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tennis ball and put it right here, right there where you can feel that joint connect, where the muscles are. Just open your mouth, and you can feel right where those muscles are and the connections made from the jawbone to the skull, the cranium. Now, what you want to do is you're going to take the ball now. Again, you can have a block or a book, and then you're going to put your tennis ball right there where the connection is made. Okay? You're going to feel it. And you're just going to relax your head, and you're just going to let it sink in there for a moment. And then all you have to do is just open and close your mouth, just real wide, and relax. Open, relax. Open, relax. Open, and I can definitely feel that in there. Relax. And just set your own pace. Just open and close at your own pace. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put a little movement in this. So we're going to open, and roll. Okay, a little bit more movement into the muscle tissue with the tennis ball. So just open and roll, open and close and roll. Real slow movement. And then slowly release. Now I'm going to rotate it to the other side. Now, same thing that we're going to do on this one that we did on the other side. We're just going to take the tennis ball, and I'm going to put it right there. You can feel the joint. Find out where that is, right where the connection is, and put the tennis ball right there. And you're just going to open and close your mouth. Okay. Just find your own pace, breathe and open and move. Open the jaw. Right in and putting the ball around the joint. Good, now what we're going to do is we're going to roll and open. And just close. Roll and open. And close and set your own pace. and release. From here, let's bring it back to a seated meditation. Now we're going to close out class in a seated meditation. Now you also have a couple of other options too if you want. Anything that you can do to bring blood flow into the head would be a great pose to do. So if you also wanted to add a shoulder stand, a headstand, or instead of doing a seated meditation at the end, you can do Viparati Karani, which means legs up the wall. That's where you're just laying up against the wall with your bottom against the wall with your legs sticking up. So those are a couple of other options that you can do as well. Remember, anything that you can bring blood flow into the head is always a great thing for helping the TMJ situation. So of course, the most important things, that little scenario there with the block and a tennis ball is a great way. I can definitely feel that was really working into the muscles. But something, if you don't have that and you're out at work or somewhere else, remember, just breathe deeply and relax your muscles. No more clenching, okay? So we're just going to close it out here. Sit up nice and straight, roll the shoulder blades down the back, deepen your breath, and just relax it in here. Take the peace and the strength and share it. Namaste.